Happy Friday and TGIF. But for those that are in the military, it's Red Friday. Remember, everyone's still deployed, and also it's Good Friday. And I just want to be able to share this with you today as we're more or less celebrating, not celebrating, but pretty much reflecting on this Easter weekend. And Good Friday should be a symbolic thought when it comes to reviewing reviewing what Good Friday is all about. And I just want to be able to share that with you for a number of reasons. And the reason is to be able to explain to people that Good Friday, for the most part, is something that we need to understand and really appreciate. I got a text, a DM this afternoon that I posted when it came to more or less Hiram, I like your posts, but about the crucifixion, but I can't talk to you anymore because that was too much for me. And so for me, I don't understand what they talk about as far as that's too much for you, because I, to me, that's what Good Friday is all about. And Good Friday should be something where we should reflect on everything to the most part of what our beliefs are. Now, I'm not one to preach and everything else of what's going on, but rest assured that when everybody's looking forward to Easter egg hunts, and more or less Easter egg hunts and these baskets and everything else, I believe that for a lot of us, we need to understand the importance of what's going on and give our lives to Jesus Christ. And in Jesus Christ, we believe that a lot of things should be significant in our lives, because at the end of the day, we are all born to live and we're born to die. But the biggest thing that I want to share with you on this Good Friday is we should be grateful for a lot of things, because as I posted on the post on Jesus Christ today, I want to be able to share that I made a promise, and I made a promise to be able to say this, that whatever I do at this moment, moving forward, that I will give it back. And I give it back to a point that it's important to give back to mankind. So whether it's a lot of people that don't understand about what Good Friday is all about, you need to reflect on yourselves, because everybody is going through some turmoil. And just like myself, right? But the most important thing I want to be able to share with you is that on this Good Friday, we should reflect on quite a few things. It's the importance of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, to be able to save us and bless us in everything that we do. And as a veteran for veterans' rights, and as well as an entrepreneur and a influencer for broadcasts and podcasts, I think that it's time to be able to direct that as well. And I want to be able to share the comments, because, man, these comments are coming on there every day. So thank you. Happy Easter. And I think that a lot of people need to pay attention to a lot of things that are going on in our lives, because, you know, we're losing our society engagement for a number of reasons. And I think that for the most part, I didn't want to make it long and drawn out, but I feel that one thing I wanted to put out there was a product that my friend sent to me just today. And this product, honestly, and I'm not one to be able to advocate for anything, but I can honestly tell you, as myself, who has suffered from PTSD, combat PTSD, depression and anxiety, and especially with everything that's going on in today, I feel that this needs to be able to be addressed. Look, you guys heard about stem cell, right? But I'm just going to give you this right here. It's called X90, right? And it's a thing called X90, X339. And this is a little patch. And this little patch has been pretty much a godsend. So as I'm reflecting on Good Friday, right, I'm reflecting on a couple of things. It's about using the platform to be able to reach out to people to be able to feel connected. And it's important to understand that when you're giving back to society, it's important to share things as well. So moving forward, if you like this segment of LinkedIn Perspective, episode 24, 124, share it, like it, tag it, subscribe to the YouTube channel, LinkedIn Perspective, and then make sure that you make your comments known. This is to be able to bring unity and some form of collaboration for the subscribers on LinkedIn, on YouTube, and as well as for others. I think there's a lot of people who are suffering from silence as well. And I think that at the most part, we need to connect and create a sense of unity moving forward. I think for most of us, and not just me, that we need to be able to reach out to people at their darkest moments. And in their darkest moments, I feel that for me, as an advocate, as a public servant, is to be able to reach out and say thank you. And thank you to the man upstairs as well. He's been able to give me a gift to be able to reach out to the masses like yourselves and to be able to engage and build a community of people that I have yet to be able to meet in person. With thousands and thousands of people I've been able to do, I've been able to send a significant impact for individuals who have been able to really appreciate the engagement. But I can tell you this right now, I feel calm about it for a number of reasons. And this little thing right here, man, this camera, right? X390, X39, X39. And this little patch is like a stem cell patch. And I honestly tell you, this just for me, it's taking off the edge these last 2 days and helps me reflect on everything that's going on. And then it's allowed me to articulate for everything that's going on with us as well. I think for us, when we look at the sign of the cross, we look at everything else, we need to be able to reflect on what your journey is, what's your walk in life, and how you're going to be able to give back to society. God knows everything and God sees everything. And God gives gifts to people that deserve it. And God gives gifts to others that need it. So I'm just here to be a public servant, to be able to engage with people for this short period of time, to be able to speak to you from the heart, from the soul, to be able to say that you're not alone. If you're suffering, we're here to help you out. If you need some guidance, we need to help you out. Even people have reached out to me because they've seen me suffering in silence. And I've even gotten my constructive criticism from other individuals, from fellow veterans as well. And I think it's time to utilize the platform for a sense of awareness to help others to understand what's important when it comes to engagement, what's important when you're lost, what's important when you're in your darkest hour. I think that for the most part, we all get emotional about a lot of things, but you don't want to make a bad business decision based on emotion. Simple fact is you need to surround yourself with people that can give you a different perspective of what's going on in your life. So as I reflect here on this TGIF, on this Red Friday, on this Good Friday, I give thanks to the Lord to be able to help me utilize this platform to speak and give wisdom to others that need it. And as I stated before, I had an individual that's saying, you putting out the crucifixion of Jesus Christ was too much for him. So that told me two things, right? Excuse me. It tells me that the person is not fully believing God. That's just my opinion, but it's too overwhelming for a lot of people to accept. And I think when we come to that end of the journey, we need to be able to review our lives and to give back and see what you've done to give back to society. All the materialistic things that you've had or the financial successes that you've done really doesn't mean anything if you're not able to give back. I think people remember you on when they do your eulogy of what kind of legacy you bring to the table for others to remember you for a lifetime. And I think that's the biggest thing I could share. I could use Ronald Reagan's perspective also. And in Ronald Reagan's perspective, we need to be able to share that in a way where people need to engage. And I think for the most part, we move forward, we decided with quite a few veterans in the veteran movement, right? Nonprofit organizations and others like that, to be able to have a veteran movement, just like the Jesus movement, to show people that we believe in ourselves and change the directions of society. So, for the most part, I just want to be able to reach out to you on this Good Friday, on this Red Friday, that I personally thank you for everything you. And if you like this segment, please subscribe. We're looking for people to be able to be facilitators. We're looking for people to be able to speak to others, those who are having challenges, those who are not able to be successful, those who are lost, that feel unwanted, you know. And for the most part, you want to be able to make them feel welcome. And that's what this platform is for. It's for you to feel welcome, for you to be feeling collaborating, and for you to understand that we're there for you. It doesn't cost you a dime to be kind. It doesn't take too much out of your life to help somebody. But if you do, it means a lot to that person, and you leave a long lasting impression as well. As I stated before in the beginning of the show, if you like this segment of LinkedIn Perspective, share it, like it, tag it. But the biggest thing I can tell you, that the biggest breakthrough, and I'm going to be talking about this pretty soon, is this little item I have here. And I keep on doing this, right? It's called, man, talking about the lighting, X390, Lifeline X390. I can't 390. X39, excuse me, X39. So this patch is a stem cell patch. So if you're interested in how to get this, reach out to me, DM me. Feel free to collaborate. This is not a hoax. I rarely put stuff out there, right? But I can tell you that little patch right here, has been able. We've been able to, I've been able to focus on quite a few things. That is not a cure-all, to be quite honest, but it's taken the edge and helped me out on quite a bit. With my good friend David Diaz in Chicago, and a good friend of mine in James O'Brien in the East Coast in New Hampshire, we're looking to be able to help people, reach out to people, and help them out there as much as possible. And let me see what I got here. Thank you, Bobby. And then let me see what can I do? I'm still in Connecticut. Well, you can just reach out to me. What can you do? You just reach out to me, DM me, and we can talk about it. I mean, that's the most important thing. What you can do is give of yourself. Give of yourself. That's important. How much does it cost you to give of yourself? When you're going through Easter this weekend, Easter Sunday, right? But let's go with Good Friday. What does that mean to you? Are you sitting there and reflecting in your life and saying that, you need some spiritual guidance? I think that for the most part, ladies and gentlemen, it's an opportunity to get re-engaged for yourself and allow yourself to be able to speak to others that need it. We're going through a tough time right now, not only in our nation, but, in family homes and communities. I got this little boy back here, this little dog right here. He's been with me since he's been a baby, but I know he's going to be passing soon. So what I do, I give him the best I can give him because he doesn't know better. And because he gives me unconditional love, right? So as a family member, you want to be able to do things that are just as important. And I think that for the most part, you have to reflect on this Good Friday of what is important to you at this point. What are you going to strive for? What are you going to give back? I think, if you make a commitment to be able to change the direction of your life, people will see that and they will follow that. And I think for the most part, as I made a commitment to myself, is I decided once I was able to give something back or get the actual blessings of what's going on, I decided to give everything back. To me, financial success is important, but it's not the cure-all for everything else. And I think at this time of the night, Red Friday, TGIF, Good Friday, we should really pay attention to the message and step back and do an assessment and not be on our phones all day and seeing who's following us and what comments are doing and who's doing what. But take time out to sit there and really look at your life and see where things are at. What's important to you at the end of the day? If you had nothing, what would you think about? So that's my message for tonight, to be able to share that with everyone else. But if you like the segment of LinkedIn Perspective, share it, like it, tag it. And if you like the segment, the channel very much, we have a YouTube channel. It's LinkedIn Perspective. You can copy and share the link as well. And the last thing is, I want to be able to share with you also is that as an advocate for veterans and veterans' rights, and I am a subject matter expert for being on LinkedIn for over 20 something years, I've decided to, be a business consultant to be able to help individuals and companies and businesses and nonprofit organizations and groups to be able to create a book of business, a digital platform, because I'm great at it. I'm not good, I'm great at it. Now, I know there's others that are very great, very good, excuse me, and what they do, they're excellent. But I'm capable of not only using the platform of what I do, of how many followers, but able to exercise the opportunity of using this platform of LinkedIn Live. And I appreciate LinkedIn Live for giving me the opportunity, and YouTube, to be able to create a digital virtual town hall for the whole platform. So if you're interested in business consultation, LinkedIn proficiency, how to be able to utilize this LinkedIn to your advantage. I know you've seen people on TikTok, which is great. You got a younger audience. But if you're interested in how I do it, feel free to reach out to me, DM me, right? On my profile, you see it, and I'll be able to help you out. And we'll talk about what kind of contracts or collaboration we can do. So, with that being said, I want to reach out and say thank you very much. And then at the last thing, as I say, this, I keep on saying X90, but what can I say? X39. So, X39, this is what we're going to do. So, we're going to be talking more about that, but this was given to me as a gift. But if you're interested in this and how we're going to be able to get this to you, and I'm giving you a testimony of what has happened to me, feel free to DM me. I'll be able to help you out. You know, I don't normally, advertise that, but I think that for what the baby boomers, the Gen Xers are going through, it's time to be able to share that, and it's time to get your quality of life back. So I want to personally thank everyone that's been commenting and making their presence known. But at the end of the day, Red Friday, TGIF, and especially Good Friday, take a moment to give back. Take a moment to able to step back and really appreciate what you have. Because what you have, a lot of people don't have. You're too consumed with things that are insignificant. But if you don't have peace in your heart and you don't have joy in your heart, and you're not able to give back from the heart, you have nothing. So, Simplify, always beside you. Again, if you like this segment of LinkedIn Perspective, share it, like it, tag it, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, LinkedIn Perspective. Again, we'll be having another segment of a little gift here, which is an X39. If I get it. There you go, X39. Excuse my fingernail. It's messed up. But we'll be able to do that. Enjoy your weekend and understand that Good Friday is not to party, but to really reflect. And when you're going out for Easter egg hunts, think about what's going on, right? It's not about Easter. It's about the bigger picture. Jesus Christ died for us for our sins. It's not about Easter. It's about the resurrection. So peace out. Talk to you soon. Make the comments known. Share it, like it, tag it. I want to hear it. And if you're serious about a business consultant, we'll do it. Simplify, always beside you. Oh, let me give you one more comment.